Shawno, the Rest of Coupe Pro, and we're here today at Forest Restaurant Supply in San Francisco, California. Now, we've spent some time, we've taken you through the CL50 veg prep machine that's on sale today here at Forest, but we're going to talk about a different series of machines with the RoboCoupe. It's very important. And we have bowl machines, we have combination machines that use a bowl and a cutter as two separate attachments, but this is the Blixer series. And what a Blixer is, it stands for Blixer Mixer, blender, B-L and mixer, so blender mixer. Now the difference between a Blixer and a standard processor, and this is the bowl from the R2 dice that we were talking about earlier, there's a couple of major differences we want to point out here. On a regular machine, the blades are a smooth edge blade, and if you'll notice on the blade, you'll see the bevels on the blade both face upward. So as they spin, they lift material up, it falls down and is cut again. In a Blixer, the S blade, and let's take a look at those side by side right there, you'll notice that the Blixer blade has fine microserrations, but the most important thing is if you notice on the top blade that the bevel on the top blade faces downward while the bevel on the bottom blade faces upward. And what that means is as it's spinning, it's lifting the food up, but then the bevel on the top is hitting the food and putting it back down again, along with the microserrations, which cut and then grind sideways because those lines are going this way and they're going perpendicular to the food. Helps grind it, make it smoother, okay? So that's what we're getting at. A Blixer makes anything smoother than a regular machine, but also there's another important factor, and that is a standard machine spins at a certain speed. It happens to be 1,725 RPM. A Blixer spins at twice that speed, so it can be faster and it can make smoother things. So, all of that being said, we can get rid of this. We're going to show you what we do. We take the blade, put that in the machine. You'll notice this Blixer 4 stainless steel bowl. Now the other unique thing about a Blixer is if you look at the lid design of a Blixer, a regular lid, it's a lid, you put it on, you can see through it to see what's going on, it has a hole in the center to add ingredients as you're mixing. That's great. A Blixer lid is different, and you see this device built into it, and that device rotates, and what that is when it's on the machine and it's running, is this device is scraping the wall and the lid at the same time, so as the action works, that food is getting scraped off the walls and put back into the mix again so that all of the material is completely blended, completely smooth. These machines were designed for hospitals, for patients who needed to have perfectly smooth food to be able to swallow when they had dysphagia, is what it's called. But these are designed originally to make the most smooth puree possible. That's what we like about a Blixer. We're going to show you how this works real quick with something that's very simple, very fun to do. These are whole garlic cloves. We're going to put a couple of handfuls in here. Now this is whole garlic. Don't need much. We've got a couple of cups of garlic in there. Now, if you were to do this with a knife and a cutting board or a blender comes to mind, right? There's lots of blenders. It's easy to do that. The trick with that is you would turn on the blender and it cuts and it starts getting it smooth there, but all the other stuff is stuck to the sides of the container up on the wall. Now what this does, it puts everything back in and blends everything completely. Also at that high speed, it makes it smoother. So we've got that in there. We're going to start it, and we're going to let producer Doug move in here. Maybe you can get a quick shot of the top. We're going to turn this on, and you'll see how fast this moves. So it's running. Now, there it goes right there. Now it's cutting. Now you see we turn. It's taking the stuff, scraping the lid, takes that material off. We're going to add a little more here. Let's close that. Let's throw some more in there. Now we're going to make a really neat paste. There's a cute little trick we use. We're going to add just a little touch of water. You watch what happens here. So this goes back in. We're going to turn that back on. Now you notice we're scraping the lid. We've got the walls getting scraped. We're going to put everything back into that mix as it works here. Okay, so it's scraping the lid, everything's going back in. We like that. Let's take a look down in that bowl right there. You take a look at that smooth garlic paste we've got going in there. That's the end result. Let's get the blade out of here. Take that Coupe bowl scraper. That's what these are for. There you have it. Smooth garlic paste. Takes about 30 seconds, 45 seconds to run that. It's used as an additive and flavoring ingredient. Many different styles of cooking. There you go. Garlic paste in the Blixer 4 from Coupe, on sale here at Forest Restaurant Supply in San Francisco, California.